Hey, Shalom, welcome to Rakam Akapash from Jim Islam, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakodash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful that's pushing this truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video. Just gonna address these these Sons of Blunder, right? Because it's really stupid. I don't know, bros have done videos bludgeoning them to death with the scriptures, right? But it is really ridiculous, and you know, there always seems to be some wacky doctrine that's coming out of the woodworks as we get closer to the day of the Lord, but these things are nothing but deceptions and roadblocks or hurdles or snares that are being put in front of our people to stumble over, man, stumbling blocks, right? For any of those or our people that believe in that doctrine or believe in their doctrine or these other doctrines that exist out there that is not the truth, right? And like I said, you're gonna get more of these doctrines come out into the world, man, to deceive our people, man, right? But we know it can't deceive the elect, and it's the job of the elect to call bullshit, right? To call this stuff out, man, and rebuke and push the correct doctrine, man, for the elect's sake. So this is what brothers have been doing. But it is actually ridiculous, and it's so simple and easy. I say that, concerning us, because obviously we understand, but these dudes, man, they're either blinded and sincerely blind, right, or they're just clowns, man, and they're here to just disrupt the truth, and that's what the Lord set them up to do, man. But to deceive the wicked of our people. But it really is, straightforward, and them making stupid assertions that is is speaking about nations, but you can't speak about nations without speaking about the people, and it's just it's really ridiculous. But anyway, let's just get into the scriptures, man. Okay. So we're gonna start here, 2 Timothy chapter 3. Sorry, it's it. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13, right? It says, "But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived," right? So you got people out there that are being deceived, right? From their own vain opinions, or whatever spirit the Most High got put upon them, man, to believe a lie. Because we know there's spirits out there that cause people to believe in lies. There's examples in the scriptures of that. So the Most High got people blinded and being ruled by their own vain opinion, okay, which is an opinion given to them by the Heavenly Father, man, to keep them away from the truth. That's how the Lord does things, man. So these people, they can't be reliable, man. They might believe it, but even still, it ain't the truth. It's not real. It's a lie, right? And so these people are not qualified to teach. These people are not in a position to teach, because if they're following lies, then they're only gonna teach lies to their congregations, man. And this is what you got here. If they truly believe in that doctrine, it's wrong. It's a wrong doctrine, and whoever they teach and whoever believes that doctrine, man, they're causing them to be led astray. All right. So yeah, they're deceiving, deceiving and being deceived, right? But continue thou in the things which thou hast learnt and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learnt them, right? And like we always do, right? We give double honors unto the elders, apostles, men, because they're our teachers. They're the ones that have been doing this work and have taught us these understandings. All right. And we continue in the things that we have learned. Okay. You got a lot of people out there that are not satisfied, that they want to, they feel that it's not, they don't agree. And, if you don't agree, then, the door's there. You go do your thing in it. Right. But just know that if your doctrine ain't right, you're going to be destroyed, man. All right, but if but if people are acting like they come up with, this doctrine's been given to them solely, they got some revelation and they're just gonna change up all the doctrine so close to the end, after they've been taught what these things mean from diligent study from the elders and apostles, man. Diligent study. They taught us the way to to break down words, and I had to go into things, so we could be assured of what it is that is being taught. They didn't just simply tell us these things and we just blindly just followed. Right? We went and searched these things up for ourselves, man. Be persuaded in thy own mind, right? That's what we had to go do. We had to go study as well. To go into these words and get a fuller understanding, to be assured, right? So it says, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learnt them. All right. So, like I said, a lot of these men come under come under the elders and apostles, man, and then they want to, you know, um, leave from the path. Okay, they want to, what they call that, man? Make their own road, or there's a saying that I can't remember quite how it goes now, but but they want to, dig their own road, man, dig their own path. Okay, they want to be ahead. They want to be the top teacher and all this business, and tell everybody that they're wrong. Even though you've been in it a couple of years or whatever, a short space of time compared to the elders and apostles, but you want to sit there and tell them, that the breakdowns are wrong. That the Yahweh Shai, Mosai is dealing with you. You're the, you know what I'm saying? It's pride and it's foolishness, man. At the end of the day, the Lord has been taking people out of the truth, man. For those that are not, truly called for the election, for the salvation. Yeah, as the scripture say, many are called and few are chosen, right? They're just not chosen individuals, man. All right, but anyway, moving on. In 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1 says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies. They're going to start changing up the doctrine. Okay, they're going to start bringing new breakdowns in. Okay, and when you go over it, man, don't make no damn sense. Okay, it doesn't go according to the words that we've been reading at these scriptures. It doesn't go into the breakdowns that we've been going through. And it ain't just the Sons of Blunder. These other camps too, man. They're all doing the same thing. They're bringing in their own doctrines that don't make sense. It doesn't fit with what the scriptures is saying. But that's why we go into the words. Chagma, the chagma, right? The chagma, right? That's an incision in the flesh. Okay, it ain't sin. It ain't, it's a sin to do this because you was commanded not to by the Heavenly Father. But isn't the mark is not sin. It's gonna be this implantable that they're gonna put in the people, man. The people. They're gonna put the implantables in nations, all right, in the land, or whatever you try to explain it to be, right? It's gonna go in the people, right? And it's very obvious. You just read the context of Revelations 13, you go into 14, and you go into 16. It's all talking about people, okay? We're gonna get that at the end. But these guys, the Lord is not dealing with these guys, man. The Lord ain't got the spirit upon these dudes, man. They're just here as opposition, so called, right? These people just opposition, bringing in false doctrines in the world. Okay, that's what they've been set up for. All right. But anyway, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. All right, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom of the way of truth shall be speaking evil of, and through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. All right, so you got these groups making merchandise of their congregations and that, making money, selling garments, selling breakdowns in the past, and all types of things, man. Because they got their eyes on other things, man. They got their eyes of gaining glory for themselves. That's what it is for a lot of these different camps, right? I'll come back to that in a second. Let me just quickly check. Yeah. 15. Okay. All right, so jumping down to verse 12 here, it says, but these as natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed, right? I say a lot of these people are just being set up as oppositions, man. Oppositions to the doctrine, to the truth. And ultimately, what's going to happen to those people that come against the truth? Right? They're going to be destroyed, right? So, but these as natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed speak evil of the things that they understand not. You don't understand. You don't know the breakdowns. Okay, you can't make that breakdown make sense, man. Only to the fools, man. Only to the blind can you make that make sense. You know. So in that sense, we're not even concerned about that because you ain't deceiving the elect with that crap. You know. But but hey, man, it's just stupid, man. Right? You can't, you put all these wacky doctrines. You can't be just left unchecked to push those vibrations in the world, man. It ain't right. Okay, you're gonna cause a lot of people to be put to death, man. All right, we're out here meant to be trying to, preach the gospel to save the people, man. you know, but we know only the elect are gonna, accept it, believe in it, right? But you're just sending people straight to destruction, man, perdition, right? Anyway, it says where is it? But these as natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed speak evil of things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. So they and shall receive the reward of unrighteousness as they that count it to pleasure to riot in the daytime. Spots they are and blemishes sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you. So having eyes full of adultery and that cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls. That's what you're doing, beguiling unstable souls. Guys that ain't right, man. Okay, guys that are blind, guys that just don't know up from down. You know, because you gotta be asleep, man. To like I said, to believe in that always nations doctrine. You know that the mark is gonna come upon the nations. Like what? And we're gonna look at it, right? But yeah, right. This is unstable souls and heart they have exercised with covetous practices, cursed children, which have forsaken the right way. Okay, you've left the right path, and gone astray, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bosor, who loved the wages of unrighteousness, but was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumbass, speaking the man's voice, forbade the manners of the prophet. These are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the mist of darkness is reserved forever, man. They have no substance, man. Okay, the truth and the spirit is not with them. It's not working with them. Okay, that's why they come out with these bogus breakdowns, man. Okay, from their vain opinion. They say it doesn't even make sense. Right? So for when they speak great swelling words of vanity, they allure through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness, those that were clean escape from those who live in error. That's the point, really, right? So yeah, the Lord's just not dealing with these guys, man, and it shows, right? Grab Matthew 15 and 13 here. It says, but he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father have not planted shall be rooted up. All right, these other camps that don't have the truth, okay, they're not teaching the truth, they're teaching these damnable heresies, okay, they're going to be rooted up. All right, meaning destroyed, all right? So let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. Okay, you're blind leaders and you're leading blind people. All right? If the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Right? That's what's going to happen in the end. All right? The Lord have blinded you, man. The Lord have blinded our people, man. Okay, all to save the elect, right? It's Amos chapter 3, verse 7. So surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Right? You clearly are not servants. Okay, you've not been, waking up. You haven't been woken up. Right? To be a man of the Lord. Okay, at least at this point in time. Right? You ain't got it. You ain't got the truth, man. Right? But the secrets are revealed to serve as the prophets. Right? So they're given the understand, they're given the breakdowns, they're given the ability to believe and have faith. All right. So let's get into Revelation quickly, man. And I'm not gonna make this long because, like I said, these guys, the Sons of Blunder, have been bludgeoned to death already by the brothers. You know what I'm saying? And but it's real simple. Even just reading through the chapter and consequent chapters, it's plain to see in it if you're not blind. All right. But I'm just gonna grab here Revelation 13. I'm gonna read through this, man. I'm not gonna go down into all the breakdowns, but let's just see the context of what it's saying, right? Let's just start from verse 4, right? So, and they worship the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him? Now the question is, who is they? Who's worshiping the beast? Okay, people. Who's gonna say who is able to make war with him? People. Because people say that now about America, about NATO, about their military. Like, they don't believe another power can come up and beat them. I had that fucking fool. I don't know who that fool was, but I did a video the other day with that guy proudly with his chin up in the air, with a smug look on his face about how America is the greatest military in the world. They could take all nations on at the same time, blah, 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 blah. Because they got F-13s, F-16s, and all this shit, right? The pride, in their military. People say this, man. People believe this. Who can make war with the beast? Right? People say that. Right? Like I said, you can't really detach. Barrow's been doing the videos, and you can't really detach people from the nation. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense, right? Man, how do nations start? Right? Through men, right? Through the seed of men. Nations grow. It's the people. It doesn't make no sense, right? But anyway, right, reading on, right? Just gonna read through it. Yeah, so they say, the people say, who is able to make war with him? And it was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and to his tabernacle and them that dwell therein. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and power was given unto him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. People, right? The people that he got these nations, he has power over them. Right? And who dwells upon the earth? People. Right? Shall worship him, the people shall worship him, whose name are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Who's he speaking to? People, right? And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein, the people dwell in the earth, right, to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men in these nations, right? And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth, the people, the men, the women, whatever, right? By the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and lived, right? So the people decided to do this, right? And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So it's obviously talking about people, because you can't kill however you're trying to sort of frame it up. If he's talking about the land masses, you can't kill the land mass, right? It's going to be the people in these different countries, in these nations, right? The people is the focus, right? The people are going to be killed if they don't worship the beast, right? And then it goes on to say, and he calls it all. He's talking about the people, right? And it's very clear. right? Both small and great. Okay, no matter, you know, in what kind of economic status you're in, whether you're poor or whether you're rich in society or so-called rich in society, right? Rich and poor, free and bond, right? So whether you walk the streets or you locked up in prison, man, right? It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. People have hands and heads, right? People have hands and heads because the subject is people, right? That's it, both great, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Okay, that all applies to people. Okay, which are in nations or make up nations. Okay, it's the same thing. The focus is the people, though, right? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, people, right? So, in the same context, right? Revelations 14 now, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, men receiving his mark, in his forehead or in his hand, in people's hands, right? The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, whoever receives the mark of his name. Right? Again, people, you know. And Revelation 16 tells you this as well, right? And start from the top. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark. Okay, it's men, it's people that are going to take the mark. Okay, not how you're trying to put it, nations, I say however you're trying to frame it. You know, however you're trying to push it out there, which makes no damn sense. Okay, it's the people are the subject of the mark, of the MOTB. Okay, that's who the mark is coming for, right? That's what Esau's intention is, man, to get everybody MOTB'd, right? Just like how he's pushing how he's pushing the VMAX, right, on everybody. That was a trial run for the MOTB, man. But the stakes are going to be higher when Esau introduces the MOTB, man, because things are going to be fucked, like proper bad. Okay, the economy is going to be all kinds of messed up, man. And they said it. They said it at the WEF conference. They said it, man. They're talking about the cyber attacks, the potential for cyber attacks over the next year or two, right? And how it would make, the whole, the Pan V look like easy in comparison. You know what I mean? Because we know how the CV messed up everything, right? But the cyber attack, which will crash all the economies and all that kind of business, all that kind of business, man, is going to be far, far worse, man. Okay, that's going to make that like a walk in the park. Right, so the stakes are going to be higher, and they're going to, attempt to push this MOTB on all the world, man, as a solution, of easing the pressure. Right, so that's the intent of these devils, man. You have to, man. You got to kind of see things, man. See what they're doing, man. And link all these things this devil's doing. You got to link it to the scriptures, man. We have to be privy to Esau's devices, man. So we're not ignorant of his devices. But like I said, obviously these guys are blind as a bat, as they say, innit? But they ain't got the good hearing either, though. You know what I mean? They're just useless, right? They can't see or hear anything, right? And they come out with bogus doctrines that you can't, in a million years, trying to make it make sense. Okay, put it together. Like I said, you go into the word mark, like it's a charagma. It's the charagma, right? An incision in the flesh. Okay, something implanted, put in, carved into you, right? How you apply all that? That's why it doesn't work with Nate either. He's talking about his sin. How do you apply? How do you apply that? How does that match that word, or how does it fit with that word? It don't. These people, these guys are just making shit up, man. Deceivers and being deceived, man. You know, that's all it is, man. The Lord ain't dealing with these gats, man. All right, so I'm gonna end it there. Lord willing, it was made plain and clear, that these guys are just full of crap, and Lord willing, it's edifying. So until next time, man, I'll say shalom.